we've got here in our building over 30 people working on the game. We have 2 external art teams that are working with us, one in St. Petersburg, Russia, which are doing all the high-res cutscene movies, one down in Torrance, which we're doing a lot of the character models for our game. So all in, and then there's, of course, the folks at Lucas that are all working on this game. So all in right now, working on this game is probably 50, 60 people.
Definitely pretty exciting to be working on a Star Wars title now.
It's just been amazing to work in a game how Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Wait a minute, there's a thing called the Clone Wars, and he was a Jedi, like his father? Who was Luke's father? And like all these questions start to come out right now.
Fortunately, Lucas was very easy to work with. You know, even though we couldn't get our hands on final material, they did give us a lot of flexibility on creating new assets, new artwork, new characters, new storylines, and things like that.
Basically, what we wanted to do was create, well, first and foremost, a ground combat game. You know, more or less what Rogue Leader had done for, you know, flying combat. We wanted to do for ground combat. We wanted to start with the end of the movie and then expand beyond the movie.
Well, the engine is referred to as Zero. It was a PC engine. It's derived from the engine we used for Battlezone. After Battlezone, we extracted the bits that we liked and got rid of the bits we didn't like.
We started with a almost fully fledged engine with all the libraries there and a big editor. And that was probably our biggest benefit. The designers and the artists starting from day one doing levels and incorporating into it.
We have a lot more diversity in debug information on the PC. We're allowed to locate. It's a lot easier to find crashes and a lot quicker to test. The way it translates from PC to the GameCube is that we do all our editing and design in the GameCube in the editor here. This is where we lay down our objects and our path points. And from that point on, we transfer it from there to the GameCube debug station, which goes onto our screen, and then we test it on the GameCube, and this is the end result.
We literally have hundreds and hundreds of clone troopers and battle droids.
That's basically just cheating, doing a lot of smoke and mirrors.
On screen at one time, just shooting lasers.
Basically just one texture stretched out and some small magic on it.
I guess we've tried to make the AI similar to what you see in the movie. So for example, the way units move around, like the wheel tanks, the way they kind of bounce over the terrain and kind of head straight at enemy vehicles. We've tried to kind of, from watching the film, we've tried to make them similar.
We've got a lot of reference from ILM, so which, for example, for this model, the textures are from the original model that they modeled themselves.
You know, we work very closely with the rest of the Lucasfilm licensing. So a lot of the vehicles and planets that we've got and the characters that we've got in our game are now being used by other books and comic books. So for example, the hover tank, one of our planets, and some of our characters are going to be showing up in different books in the Star Wars universe.
One of the things I'm most proud of in this game is that we really kind of, our focus from the beginning was to get as close to Episode 2, the feeling of Episode 2 as possible, and to capture as many of the cool moments from Star Wars as we could from all the Star Wars films. And I feel especially proud because I feel like we've done that and really kind of given you the thrill of a speeder bike chase and the excitement of, you know, of flying a gunship through a canyon with a huge war going on below you, and the kind of impressive power of a walker marching through snow-filled lands, and the epic scale of being on foot as a Jedi and running around a huge battlefield. So when I look at those little components, I feel like something that we started 2 years ago and that I can see to fruition at this point and stayed consistent. I'm especially proud of that.